Not even a little bit. Hello and welcome back to Pad B here in the Pictou County Wellness Center as we're here well underway of Day 2 of the Pictou County Bantam Memorial Tournament, the 40th annual Bantam Memorial Tournament here in wonderful New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Today we have a game between the Cole Harbour Red Wings and the Western Valley Spartans. There will be a quick 3-minute warm-up before we get underway as the teams are just making their way to the ice now. But just wanted to say on behalf of all Highline Sports, thank you for choosing to spend your last little bit of your Saturday morning and early Saturday afternoon with us. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back inside the Bella Alliant Arena in the Pictou County Wellness Center. Warm-ups have just concluded. We're getting ready to get underway between these two teams. Cole Harbour scoring a record coming into their final game of 1-0-1, 1 win, 0 losses, 1 tie. Whereas the Western Valley Spartans come in with an 0-2 record, looking to change that today, get one in the win column. As they lost last night, however, Emmett French put on one of the best goaltending performances I have seen in a very, very long time, but it is his partner getting the start today, as it'll be Logan Whiteway between the pipes for the Western Valley Spartans. In just 1 second here, I'll let you know who it is for Cole Harbour. It'll be Patrick Marsden for Cole Harbour. As those are our two starters as the teams make their way towards center ice. Cole Harbour wearing the white primary with the red stripes. Western wearing the all reds with black stripes. Both goalies look to be good. We look to get underway. The puck's dropped. One back by Cole Harbour as it's McNeil. Chipped up, stolen by Western. Western dumps it in. Chipped all the way back down into the Western zone. That will be an icing. As we move all the way back down to the Cole Harbour zone, just quickly, just 16 seconds into the game. Puck's dropped, tied up. Spartans come out with it. So that's wrapped around the net. Held in there by Johnson. As Winship will pick it up the fireboards for Cole Harbour. Trying to move it over. It hits a skate. Bouncing back. Fired back over. Shot. That goes well wide of everything. As it's knocked down, sent all the way back down to the Cole Harbour zone. That just barely misses the net, but it does, so that will be an icing. So we'll go back down to the Western zone. That icing was against them. Puck drop won by the Spartans. Eason gets the puck knocked off his stick. Schneier loses the puck. Picked up by Cole Harbour. Working back. Puck's bouncing around. Sharp just throws it behind the net. Schneier. Fighting for the puck in the corner. Comes out. Cole Harbour puck. Works in. Sharp shoots. Hits a stick in front and bounces up and over the net. As now there's another battle within the corner. And here comes Muse to pick up the puck. Muse hits the ground as puck comes to a Cole Harbour stick. Sharp shot. That's blocked. It goes back towards the boards. Picked up. And that's kept in as nope, never mind. Mr. Ref says no. He has a better angle than I do as the Spartans work down the other way. Try to pull back, not to be, as Cole Harbour will pick that puck up, throw it up and off the glass, and McNeil will pick it up, the captain working in. McNeil, pass, just couldn't get it back, redirected towards the net, so pardon, that went wide, so that's kept in. It's kept in again, and Farmer is actually, that's blown offside the second one. My apologies, but Farmer made a couple good efforts there. Grigoroff just couldn't deflect that part into the back of the net as Forger has it at the point. It's knocked off his stick. Publicover will go the other way. Puck's knocked off his stick and we're going the other way. With some speed, Grigoroff back to Farmer. Farmer loses the puck, regains possession. Shot, that just goes wide. Forger keeps it in at the blue line. McNeil battle for it in the corner. Comes out for Grigoroff. Farmer, short angle shot. That's saved. And he'll hold on to that for a stoppage in play. Puck's dropped. Chipped away. Clark dumps it in. Chased by Batica. Puck comes out. That just gets past Clark and now go down. It'll be picked up by Cole Harbour in their own zone. Batica. Shot. Glove save. That's knocked down. Rebounds loose. Still rebound. Shot scores! And that goes in. The clock was not running there on my end. And Cole Harbour gets the first goal. It's Winship. Winship strikes just over 3 minutes into the first period. Clark moves it over. Beaton tries to get to Winship, just past him. Cole Harbour breaking into the zone. Working around, shot that hit a body in front. Beaton will keep it at the blue line, throws it in behind the net. Clark shot from the point. That's deflected with a high stick, so when that'll be touched there, that'll be blown dead. As Sharp hit that above his shoulder, so high stick and called. Fresh legs out for Cole Harbour here, new unit out. Puck dropped, one back by Western. Clearing attempt, hit McCacken right in the shin pads, and now bounced into the corner. Working with it. McCacken working towards the point. He passes to the point, chipped up. That's a big save there by Whiteway. So I had to check my roster sheet. McNeil in for the face-off. It's won by the Spartans. Forget keeps the puck in at the blue line. It's eventually knocked out. Working in. Big save. Rebound sent wide. Shear. Sheen, denied there on a fast break. Muse throws that up for McNeil, the captain, just past him. Robertson picks up the puck. Robertson just chips it in. Picked up over to Forget, up to Muse. Muse gets the puck knocked off his stick. Picked up by Cole Harbour. That'll be thrown in as Whiteway will stop that one, hold on to it. And get a stoppage in play here as just under 5 minutes into the first period. Cole Harbour 1, Spartans nothing. Courtesy of Winship there. Puck's thrown around behind the net. Farmer misses the puck as Spartans are in here. Centering pass. Not near anybody. That puck's chipped out. Farmer's going the other way. So one-on-one. The puck's knocked off his stick. He throws it into the corner. Throwing it around. It'll be chipped out. And that'll be an icing against the Spartans. So a tired Spartans group staying on the ice. As Cole Harbour gets some fresh legs out. The line that gave him the first goal. Clark, McHugh, Winship, McNeil, and Batica. 9:26 remaining in the first. 1-0 Cole Harbour's. Shot right off. The face-off just goes wide. Clark keeps it in at the point. His shot knocked down by McNeil. McNeil circle around. Looking for somebody. His shot. That's a glove save by Whiteway. That'll keep this a 1-0 game. Puck drop. Battle for it. Spartans coming out with it. Working up. Taken away by Batica. And he's going to go the other way. Working in. Puck's knocked off his stick. Spartans looking to break out. Armstrong gets the puck knocked away from him. That's dumped into the zone. Armstrong picks it right back up. He tries to fire it over. Spartans will not get the puck out, but That's picked up by Publicover, and Publicover knocks it down. It's chipped in by Harbour. Spartans desperately trying to get something going here. They have one shot thus far in the period. Harbour only 6, but a strong supply of offensive zone time as Harbour battling for it down low. Vatica tries to chip it past into the corner. He does. He can't get out of the corner though. Sharp's just going to throw it behind the net. Pass back. Albie has to keep it in. He can't. Vatica by the red line. Works over to Winship. Winship just dumps it in. No icing as he just made it past the red line. Sharp finds along the half wall and just fires it behind the net. Sees the only Red Wing in the zone. Muse comes in with a little bit of forecheck. Passes it back to Sharp. Albie backhands it into the corner. Giving chase. Won by Harbour. Let's chip back to Forget at the point. Forget shot. That's paddled aside by Whiteway. McCachran pins up a Spartan against the boards. Can't see who it is. There's Albie gets the puck at the point. His shot. That goes wide. And then covered up by Whiteway. We'll get a stoppage of play. And that's what I was mentioning there. Harbour only credit for 6 shots thus far, as we're just over halfway through the first. But the pressure that they're putting on might as well be 36, as Whiteway's had to work a lot here as the puck's dropped. Looks like McNeil has him tied up there. It comes out. Well, Clark will get it at the point. It's poked just past him. Spartan's going the other way. They could only just chip it in. Beaton's going to retreat back to pick up the puck in his own zone. He fires up on the net for Clark. Clark reverses it back to Beaton. Beaton fires it around. Be picked up. Clark backhands it. That gets out of the zone. Grigorov working in. Making a move. Shot. Big save by Whiteway. McNeil chips it for Clark. Clark. Shot from the point. Save. Rebound. Another save, and he'll be able to hold on there. As the whistle blew before they were able to poke that Freudian into the net, so there's going to be no goal there. Puck's drop, poked away. Vatica trying to work as his stick was lifted. He fires one. Just saved there by Whiteway. Spartans looking to get it out. Saved in by McEwen at the point. Eventually will come out. Spartans holding it strong in the Harbour zone. Sorry. Big hit there by Sharp behind the net. McEwen with it. McEwen up to Vatica. He can't get it out as that's held in. Spartans coming in. Great defensive stick there by Harbour. As the Red Wings look to break out of their own zone. Chipped up. Vatica. Shot. Well high. As Winship picks up the loose puck pass to Albie. Vatica. Shot. That just goes high. Bangs off the glass. Rebound chipped up, and Whiteway will save that one and hold on to that. So we'll get another stoppage in play. 5:21 remaining in the first period. Shots just 10 minutes or 9.5 minutes into this period. 10-1 Harbour. So Spartans win that as they fire it around. McCachran wins the puck back. He tries to get it to Muse. It's stolen. The Spartans throw it up. Taken right back. And then eventually dumped down deep by the Spartans. Beaton giving chase. He loses the puck. The foot race to Robertson. Harbour eventually gets the puck back. Chipped out. They'll go all the way to Publicover. He throws it. Muse steals it. Muse working in. Muse shielding the puck. He dumps it into the corner. behind the net. McNeil fighting for it. Muse goes back and gets the puck. Robertson eventually comes out with it. Robertson trying to get it out of the zone. Beaton dumps it down deep. Muse takes down a guy 3 times his size there, and Cole Harbour's loving it. Benoit Muse has been everywhere, working in. Beaton tries to reverse to throw it in, backhand. That's taken. Muse there. Muse is throwing the body as McCachran just gets it in. That's chipped all the way down. One back by Cole Harbour. Spartans intercepted deep in the Cole Harbour zone. Shot. Big pad save there by Martin, sorry. One back by Cole Harbour. That pass real errant as Longmire will pick it up for the Spartans. He's trying to move it up. Intercepted. They'll get back to Clark there by his own blue line. He works it up. His pass off a skate. Race for it. Sharp just gets it and will fire it all the way down. Gregorov picks it up along the far boards. He gets hit as he tries to pass it. Robertson will pick it up for the Spartans. His pass goes all the way down. There will be no icing. Clark picks it up just in front of the goal line. Works his way up to Farmer. That puck's knocked off his stick. Sharp finishes the check. Clark will pick it up. Gregorov. His pass for Farmer just past him. The Farmer picks up the puck and he will backhand it into the zone. Here come the Spartans. Pass well wide of everybody's. McEwen's racing back to pick it up. He picks up in front of his own net. Couple fresh bodies on the ice. McEwen chips the puck up to himself. Just out of his reach though, as that puck's fired back in by the Spartans. Farmer picks it up. He's retreating back on his own net. Trying to get something to develop here. Looking for somebody. He fires it up McNeil. McNeil, good first touch as he's working into the zone. McNeil shot from far. Big save by Whiteway. And he holds on to that. 2:19 remaining in the first. Puck's dropped. Spartans pick it up. Spartans looking to work their way out of the zone. Working with the puck. The Spartans into the zone. Taken away very promptly. Thrown up there for Batica. Just out of his reach. He's working in. He finally gets the puck back. His pass back to Forget at the point. Tipped in front. It just didn't have enough juice as the whistle's blowed maybe a little prematurely. No harm, no foul there as Forget shot tipped a couple times in front. Just didn't have the legs to get to the net as Whiteway was able to work his way back over and stop the puck. Puck's dropped. One forwards by the Spartans, but Winship has other ideas. He picks it up. He shoots it. Blocked as that's dumped all the way down. Picked up by Clarber in their own zone. Allaby. Batica. We fighting for it there by the center line. That's dumped right back in. Forget picks up the puck. He fires it over to Allaby. Allaby fans on the pass and still makes it up. McNeil has it by the Spartans blue line. He circles back towards the neutral zone. His pass intercepted. Connors throws it up. Balfour in the corner. Public over. Loses the puck. Didn't get a shot off there. Or a shot through, rather. Sharp takes the puck the other way. Less than a minute in the first. Robertson steals the puck. He chips it off the boards. He can't get there. Muse tries to throw it back. Hits off Robertson and will go all the way down. Beaton retreats back. He picks up the puck, throws it on his own net. Clark leaves it for Muse. Muse makes a man miss. It's held in, though, at the point. Muse still picks up the puck and just backhands it out. It'll be chipped into the Cole Harbour zone. Beaton retreats back to pick up the puck. He makes someone miss in front of his own net. His pass deflected by Robertson, but picked up safely by Clark. Left for Muse. Muse leaves it up for Sharp. Sharp. 12 seconds left. He works it over. That's knocked away by the Spartans. There's 6 seconds left, and there's a big reverse hit there in the corner. And that looks like how this period's going to end. We've played 1 period here in Pictou. Core Harbour 1, Western Valley Spartans 0. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. And we'll be back with the second period. We are back for the second period of play. If you're just joining us, Core Harbour 1, Western Valley Spartans nothing. After 1 period of play, the shots for Core Harbour 12, Western 2. As the puck's dropped, as Western wins that face-off back into their own zone. As they just knock it right out of the reach of Gorgorov there, but he picks up the puck. He fires it in the front of the net, and that's knocked off his stick. Forget tries to hold it in. McNeil eventually able to just dump it back down. McNeil holds it in again. He goes across the ice to Gorgorov. He just can't handle that pass. Grigorov, shot, scores! That got through Whiteway there. And Core Harbour doubles their lead. Alexander Grigorov buries one from the slot. Core Harbour's up 2-0. Just 27 seconds into this second period. Puck's won by Core Harbour off the faceoff. McNeil fires it over. Right back to Grigorov. He circles back. He fires it back to the point. Forger. Shot. Tip just wide and just out of the reach there of Farmer as well as he passes back. Grigorov has it in the corner. He fires it to McEwen at the point. McEwen shot. Blocked in front. Battle. Puck's up for grabs. First shot saved by Whiteway. Second was cleared just in the nick of time. Puck gets out of the zone. Core Harbour. Farmer will get onside before he plays that as he's battling for the puck. It's bouncing around. Picked up by the Spartans. Grigorov. He steals it. Loses it very quickly though. Spartans going the other way. That's chipped in. Marsden behind his net to play it. Marsden fires it around the boards. Robinson has it. He fires it. That goes well wide. Spartans still with the puck. Sharp. Sharp trying to get it out. Batica. He passes one man. He has one to beat. He's working. He's forced wide, and that puck's knocked off his stick. He tries to center it. It's knocked away. Here come the Spartans. That puck's knocked away from Longmire. A Sharp just can only knock it towards. Batica can only knock it towards the Spartan zone as he wins the foot race, but the puck's knocked off his stick very quickly. Big collision alongside the boards. Puck goes back behind the net. It's dumped up. Beaton can't get there in time to keep it in the zone. He retreats back to his own blue line. Over to Allaby. Allaby back to Beaton. Beaton working up the ice. He fires it up. Muse, and that's blown just a hair offside. Benoit Muse was working up into the western zone. Two-line icing. That puck will go back towards just outside the Core Harbour zone. puck drop. Eventually won by Cole Harbour. Working in, and that puck's knocked off his stick. And he gets taken down with it. Battle in the corner forward. Taken off Robertson's stick by McNeil. McNeil working it around. Puck's fired towards the net, just wide. Muse, and his stick's lifted at the last second. He can't bury that. Robertson working the other way for the Spartans. His pass can't get it to a teammate. Cole Harbour's going to pick it up. They're going to go the other way. Just under 12 minutes remaining in the second period. As big collision there behind the Spartans net. Robertson, he's had a lot of ice time so far this afternoon. So McNeil takes the puck from him as the puck eventually finds the Spartan stick. It's kept in for a bit, and here comes a penalty to Cole Harbour as Muse was home free there if there wasn't a delayed call. But there will be a tripping penalty coming up. Not 100% sure it's going to the box. But the Western Valley Spartans, first good opportunity here. They have a power play to get back within one, and it's Felix McCachran going for a trip. So Western wins the face-off. They throw it back to the point. Their shot tipped in front, and a big save, and holds on to it is Marsden, as that was tipped about right in front of him. There's a lot of traffic in front of that net as well. Puck's won again by the Spartans. Grigorov picks up the puck. He has it in Spartan territory. He makes a spin move, great spin move, but lost the puck there at the end as that puck's knocked out and then promptly back into the Spartan zone. Grigorov, great forecheck here on the penalty kill as he strips a couple Spartans players from the puck there. Like a dog with a bone there. He wants the puck. Puck's knocked into the Cole Harbour corner. Chipped up and knocked in behind the net. Grigorov. Good deflection there, and he just fires that down the ice. That's going to kill some time. So we're a minute into this penalty. Spartan's going to have to regroup. They're going the other way. Makes a move, gets past Farmer again, but loses the puck. He's going to have to go retrieve, pick that up. Working in onside into the Harbour zone. Hit up against the boards. Allaby picks up the puck. Allaby working up. Can't get it to Batica. Big little bump alongside the boards as Forget is going to pick up the puck. He goes over to Farmer. Farmer fans on it, but Batica has it. Breakaway in all alone. Shot hits the post. And almost short-handed, but the post had other ideas. Beat everything but the post. Farmer chips it up, and now Farmer's turn all alone. His shot scores. Farmer makes no mistake on the penalty kill. As it's 3-0 thanks to Quinton Farmer. Puck's dropped, one by Cole Harbour. As Winship will have it. He just dumps it in. Whiteway will play that, and he will cover it. So there will be an offensive zone draw for Cole Harbour coming up here on the penalty kill. Maybe a second shorthanded goal. McNeil in there, he wins it. Winship picks it up. He already has one. He chips it up for McNeil. McNeil working around. His shot can't get past the defender. Great forecheck by McNeil. And we are back at even strength. Unfortunately there for the Spartans as they actually give up one on the penalty instead of getting one. So Robertson picks up the puck. Goes behind his own net. He's trying to get it out. McCachran has other ideas. He chips it up for McNeil. Back to McCachran. Just out of the box. He shot. He hit the far post. Chip back down. Winship working towards the side of the net. His puck goes all the way. His pass goes all the way back to the point to Clark. Clark tries to chip it in. That's going to be chipped all the way down by the Spartans. And that's an icing against the Spartans. So we will go back to the Spartan zone. McCachran just got out of the box there where the Red Wings scored short-handed. And he had a prime opportunity. He just ringed it off the post. Almost made that 4-0 here. Puck's dropped, one back by the Spartans, moving it behind their net. With some speed, puck's knocked off the stick and back into the zone. Sharp picks up the puck. He works it over to McCachran. McCachran can just chip it into the zone. Foot race, which the Spartans win. They chip it behind the net. Big hit. Back over. McCachran chasing after. Forget has the puck at the net, blue line. He just throws it in. Schneier works it up for the Spartans. It's not kept in by Cole Harbour as it's dumped right back in. Schneier moves it over. McCachran was going to line up a hit there and he missed. The Spartan missed the puck so he couldn't fall through. Sharp tosses off the glass. McCachran tries to do the same thing. He missed Fandon the first time. Second time he works it up to Muse. Muse breaking in. He lost the puck. It's knocked out. McEwen moves it over. Forget dumps it in. Grigorov, he already has one. He's fighting for the puck. Still on it. Still has it now. Full possession. Works over to Forget. His shot from the point barely goes wide. Chipped in front. Nobody there. As Forget is actually able to keep it in at the blue line. Another great hold there by Cole Harbour. They have a lot of offensive zone time today. That's because Wise, Farmer shot. He tried to go short side, and he missed. Cole Harbour has dictated the pace of play so far today, and it's because if their defense is able to hold the line like that, as I say that, it might be the announcer's curse there as they finally break out there. Cole Harbour's D-core has played well. As Emmett French is now in for the Western Valley Spartans. Coming off a great performance last night. I also think there's a penalty coming up here. I'm not sure what that's for. So French in now. Draw one by Cole Harbour, but it's knocked out. Eason is in the box for the Spartans. A shot. And French tested early as that's a big save. The puck eventually goes up on top of the net as French retreated inside of the net as it didn't come back to make sure it didn't come back down, fall on him and go in. So the draw will be to the right of him. He's a lefty goalie. You don't see those every day. Puck won by the Spartans. It's thrown behind the net. I'll be interested to hear what this penalty's for. Sharp picks of the puck. He's working in his shot. Caught and held on to by French. 28 seconds into the penalty. 6:44 remaining in the period. There will be a flood after this period, so a brief intermission. Then we'll be back with the third. Puck drop by the ref. Western trying to get it out. They can. A good hold there at the blue line. Muse working in. McNeil, they're battling for it alongside the board. McNeil comes out with it. McNeil working towards the net. Diving is a Western defender, who I cannot see his number. McNeil working with some speed. Little shot, and that's caught by French as he held on to that, and starting to look like last night again for Emmett French as he's making some great saves as he's only been on for a couple minutes. Puck drop, one back by Cole Harbour, and they'll just get past McEwen. He'll have to retreat into the neutral zone and pick up the puck. He moves it over to Muse. Muse tries to get to McNeil. He goes far side McCachran. McCachran working in his shot. Blocker save by French. Rebound sent wide. McNeil has it behind the net. McNeil. He goes short side. He hits the side of the net. 46 seconds left on the power play. McNeil one time in front of the net. Misses it. Second attempt at it. Just pushes it wide. Muse working around. Muse shot. His shot goes wide on the far side. It's kept in by McEwen. McEwen to McCracken. McCracken working in. Backhand. Big save by French. French as a pass to McEwen just gets through his legs. He moves it over to Clark. Clark works him back into his own zone. He circles back. McCracken dumps it in. On to French, actually, is Gregorov. Fighting for it in the corner. Gregorov. And the whistle finally blows as the ref was yelling, move it, and the puck was not moving. 2 seconds left on the power play. As this would be a great kill by the Spartans. Helped out by French. Puck drop. Big shot by Farmer. Even bigger save by French. Farmer's tied up. In comes Sharp to free up the puck. Puck's loose in front of the net. Bouncing around. Sprawled out is French. Big save. Skrogorov picked up the loose puck and fired it on net. Allaby at the point. Allaby shot at the point. Big save by French as there was a lot of traffic in front, and he handled that with ease. Puck dropped. Won by Cole Harbour. Moved back to Clark at the point. His shot knocked down by Sharp. Comes back out to Beaton. Beaton throws it. Couple tips. Very big save by French, but it's not going to count as that puck was ruled offside. So the puck's going to come just outside of the Spartan zone. Shots thus far, 26 for Cole Harbour, 3 for the Western Valley Spartans. McNeil wins that draw back to Beaton. Beaton fires it into the zones. Spartans retreating back. Puck goes over to Robertson. Robertson trying to get it out. And he does as that just bounces over Clark's stick. Battle for it. Batica throws it up. Just out of the reach of McNeil. It's fired back in. Clark's going to have to retreat back for it. 4:13 remaining in this period. Pass over to Beaton. Beaton back to Clark. Clark working up for McNeil. That's intercepted. And that's blown offside. Just a hair offside, but offside nonetheless. The story, though, Emmett French came into this game and he's been slamming the door shut. Puck drop. One back by Cole Harbour. It's thrown up. Puck gets past Robertson. Winship has it. Winship just chips it into the zone. Robertson on him all over, and Winship somehow works out of that. Loses the puck for a second, regains it. Working back towards the point. He tries to get it down low. He does. Big save by French. Batica was alone out front, and he got a good backhand off as McNeil has it in the corner. There's a penalty coming up. This is going to be against Cole Harbour. It's going to be a head contact call. A 4-minute penalty for Nolan Forget. As the Spartans looking for a little better luck on this power play than the last one. The last one, if you remember, they gave up a shorthanded goal. So they're looking to get one in the plus column here as they win the face-off. Pass to the slot just goes wide. That's chipped out. They're going to have to retreat back for it. Armstrong, he gets hit, but he sacrifices the ball to make the play. Pass goes in, but it gets knocked out. Hits Armstrong's foot back into the zone, and then proceed to be dumped down into the Spartan zone. Spartans looking to break out. They do. Moving past the blue line, chipped up into the zone. Allaby chasing after it. Allaby picks it up. Reverses. He's tied up, but Muse is there to pick up the puck. Muse backhands it up. Doesn't get out of the zone. Working towards the zone. But Muse, big block. Second time does get past him, though. Working over. Sharp's going to hop on the loose puck. He's going to fire it all the way down to French, as French has to knock that aside. As he leaves it for Longmire. Longmire's pass goes well past everybody. No icing, though. Allaby picks it up. Allaby backhands it up and out of the zone all the way down to French. French just shovels it over to the corner. Picked up there by Johnson. Johnson fires it around. It's thrown up the neutral zone, but Farmer's there to intercept the pass. 1:59 remaining in the second period. 2:21 in the penalty. It's 3-0 Cole Harbour. The Cacker making some noise with the stick. Puck goes around to the far boards. Trying to get it up. Can't handle the pass. And it's fired all the way back down to the Spartan zone. Farmer picks it up. There's going to be some offensive zone time short-handed here. Farmer, he's held. He goes back, retreats to the corner, pick up the puck. He just turns around and fires it into the zone. And there's going to be a penalty, it looks like, against the Spartans. So we're going to be back to even strength for 1:33, and then Cole Harbour's going to have the good old 7-second power play early in the third period. But for the moment, it's 4-on-4 as Hamilton took a charging call. Puck's dropped. One back by the Spartans, 1:24 remaining in the second period. 4-on-4, lots of ice around here for the boys to skate. As the Spartans look to go the other way. Clark had other ideas, but his pass is kicked back into the zone. Allaby picks it up. Allaby working back around. McNeil has it. McNeil with some speed into the zone. McNeil, and he's held up. Gregorov picks up the puck. Gets past one defender. Working around the net. Gregorov shot. Saved by French. French has been frustrating a lot of shooters so far this tournament. Puck drop, one back by Sharp. Shot from the point. It's held by French as French holds on to it. 42.5 seconds remaining in the second period. Puck's drop. One back, McEwen fires it down. McEwen just outside of his zone. 30 seconds left remaining in this period. Time for a rush here if you are Cole Harbour. Winship makes a move at his blue line. Has to retreat back as Sharp is offside. Winship working in. He makes a man miss. Winship driving towards the net. Centering pass saved by French. Slap shot by McEwen. Lots on that. That was blocked. I'm sure that felt good. Centering pass by Winship. Blocked away by French again. 5 seconds left. Sharp angle shot. French in the way there. Makes a save. And that's how the second period's going to end. Emmett French. Need I say more? We are going to get a flood here. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Or a couple moments with the third and final period of this game. Welcome back into the third period of play. For the third period of play here in the Pictou County Wellness Center. If you're just joining us, yes, that scoreboard says Cole Harbour 3, Western Valley 0. The shots thus far for Cole Harbour, 32 for Western Valley 3. That being said, this game's not out of reach. Emmett French came in relief as the goalie for Western Valley. He's been dominant so far this weekend. He's been holding on to that status here for this game as Western Valley slowly making their way out towards the ice. So we're ready to get this period underway, get this going. So there will be a player in each box to start the game. Start the period, mind you. For Cole Harbour, they have a 26-second penalty remaining, and for Western Valley, it's 33. So in 26 seconds, there will be the good old-fashioned 7-second power play. You know it, we all love it. And then we'll be back to even strength. Here we go. Teams are ready. Puck is dropped. Cole Harbour wins the puck. Beaton moves it back to Allaby. Allaby over to Farmer. Farmer working in. Farmer dumps it around the corner. Muse there wins it as he caught Robertson watching. Muse takes the puck into the neutral zone. Muse leaves it for Farmer. Farmer working back towards his own blue line. He trips over the blue line. He moves it to Allaby. It's dumped right back in by a Spartan. Farmer there. Farmer can't win that foot race as Beaton there. And big hit there. That's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a charge called on Farmer as he does not agree. As he laid a large collision there. So we were even for a couple seconds there. We're now back to a power play for Western Valley. They look to get back within 2 here. Pucks drop, one back by the Spartans. Big block by McNeils. He goes down, but that's what you do on the penalty kills. He comes off the ice under his own will, so that's good as the centering pass goes well wide of the Cole Harbour net. That's just dumped right back in. If you're Mers and you're trying to stay warm here, you've only faced 3 shots thus far, and it's a close game. It's not like it's a blowout, so you don't want to let the next one in as McCacken picks up the puck alongside the foreboards. He dumps it down. That gets to the blue line. Pass for Robertson just goes wide. That goes down. McEwen's going to pick it up on his own net. His pass a little too hot there for McCacken. It's thrown back behind the Cole net. Robertson throws it right back to the point. Shot just goes wide as that gets past as far as defender. McCacker just can't get there in time. So that's picked up by the Spartans. Up to Robertson. Stolen by Batica. Work it in. A toe drag. Just can't take everything with him as Allaby throws the puck back in. Robertson picks it up for the Spartans. Robertson working in. We're forced wide. Forced behind the net. 40 seconds left on this power play. Robertson back to the point. He's stick handling. He shoots. His shot goes wide. He tried to be a rebound there. As fanned on it. No ice. Shot from the point. Tipped well wide. It's picked up and that's just dumped all the way down into the Spartan zone. That's going to get all the way into the corner. That's picked up there by Johnson. Johnson working in. Reuben Johnson trying to get out of his own zone. Chased by Winship. 9 seconds left on the power play for the Spartans. Makes a move is Gregorov. Gregorov working in. We're back even. He's held up a couple times. He's thrown into the boards. Johnson has it. Johnson just chips it off the wall. That doesn't really go anywhere as that's kept in. Sharp picks up the puck. Sharp working in. Sharp shot. Glove save it held on to by French. As Heave Away plays in the rink. Some clapping starting alongside the parents. rolling is McNeil. He's okay after blocking that shot. He had to take some time off. I think he went down the tunnel. But he's back out there, which is always good to see. As here come the Spartans. Emerson, missed the poke check. As everybody kind of missed everything there. There's nothing really happened. The puck goes beside the net. Here comes Cole Harbour. Working up. Trying to split the D. Trying to get a shot off. Shot on French. French holds it. French making a ton of saves up to this point. His shots have now reached 34-3 in favor of Cole Harbour. McNeil, McCaffrey, and Muse, the line out there for Cole Harbour at this moment. Puck drop, one to Muse. Muse throws it over to Forget. Just out of his reach. Here comes the Spartans. Centering pass well wide of everybody. That's poked back by McNeil. He gets it out. Chipped back. Muse just throws it into the zone. Spartans have it. McCackern holds it in. McCackern makes a man miss. Works it down low to McNeil. McNeil working short side. Try to go backhand pass to McCackern. He could just work it behind the net. McNeil, the captain, out of front. McCackern, shot goes wide. He tried to go short side and missed by probably about a couple inches there. Forget passes it off to McCackern. Makes a move at the blue line, and he draws Muse offside accidentally. So we're going to get a stoppage of play. The puck's going to come just outside the Spartan zone. Just over 4 minutes played, in this third and final period. Still remains Cole Harbour 3, Western Valley 0. Puck's dropped. Sharp won that one. Sharp working in. Try to make a move. You can only just guide that to the corners. Winship picks up the puck. Winship fighting for it. Winship. Still fighting for it beside the net. Works it into the corner. Loses the puck. Robertson moves it to the point. Albie just throws it in. Sharp could try to whack it in. It still doesn't get that deep. It's cleared out. Albie throws it over. Thrown up for Batica. Batica throws it to Winship. Winship knocked off the puck by Robertson. Held in. Sharp gets the puck. Sharp shot. Big save. Great save there by French. As he keeps this game 3-0. Emmett French keeping his team in this as here comes the Spartans trying to get out of their own zone. They do. Johnson chips it up. McEwen chips it right back to McNeil. Farmer is called offside there. Much to the dismay of the Cole Harbour parents. As the clock will redo that face-off just outside the Spartan zone. 9:45 remaining in this period. Gregorov pass. Shot by Farmer just went wide as they had French sprawled out. He wasn't able to get in position there. Farmer picks up the puck. He's going to take it himself. He fires it in. French just touches it beside the net, leaves it there for his defenders. Up for Johnson. He chips it. The Spartans get out. Gregorov, great play there. Break up the play. He picks up the puck by his own blue line. His pass hits a skate and ricochets back. Clark's going to pick it up. Clark's going to move it over. McEwen fans on the pass. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson working in. Broken away by McEwen. McEwen splits the D there, but then forgets the puck. He's going to have to circle back, pick it up, kicks it up to himself. His pass goes wide of everything. 8:48 remaining. Centering pass eventually just gets dumped all the way down. That's going to be an icing. So we're going to go back to the Spartan zone. puck drop. One back there. That's just dumped right along. Forget keeps it in for Cole Harbour. He dumps it over everybody's head. It goes behind the net. Picked up behind the net. Can't get it out. It's centered as there's only red jerseys there as the Spartans are able to clear the puck. Forget chasing after it. Oh, and a big collision there with the boards as a Spartan tried to take a run there and just missed. Doesn't feel too great. Sharp falls down, loses the puck. Puck's chipped back up. McCacken chips it into the Spartan zone. It's picked up by Armstrong. They're moving it up, and that goes up and over the glass, so that's the stoppage of play. 7:52 remaining in the third period. Still 3-0. Cole Harbour. Puck's drop, one back by Cole Harbour. Just can't reach it there. They'll chip it in. Battling for alongside the boards. Robertson comes out with it. Robertson working in. He gets separated from the puck. Picked up by McNeil. McNeil working it along. Batica. Winship. Winship shot hits the side of the net. Robertson picks it up. He's separated by the puck once again. Still picked up by the Spartans. Kept in there. Dumped in. Hits a Spartan in the leg. McNeil picks it up. McNeil working in. Battling for alongside the half wall. It's kicked up and out of the zone. Clark's going to retreat back to his own blue line and pick it up. Clark passes up to Winship. Just goes through his legs. Picked up, but Winship intercepts the pass. Winship going to work in his pass to Batica. Makes a move towards the net. His shot saved by French. Rebound cleared into the boards. Beaton's going to pick it up and throw it behind the net. Picked up by Batica. Centered. Shot. That just bounces by the net. French was in position, however. Beaton kicks the puck in. It's still picked up by the Spartans. Spartans going the other way. Working in with a lot of speed. Shot. Big save by Marsden. And the rebound's cleared to safety. Batica gets it out. Sharp's going to pick it up. It's a 3-on-2 for Cole Harbour. Back over to Batica, just wide of his reach. He chips it back towards the point. Forget shot. Hits some shin pads. Goes to the far side. Eventually cleared. We're in the final 6 minutes of this game. Gregorov has the puck. He makes a man miss by the boards. Gets to the center of the ice and he gets hit and puck's cleared out of safety. Pass back to the point. Slap shot. Hits Johnson's shin pads and he's eventually able to clear it out. Great effort there by Alexander Gregorov though. So he made a couple defenders miss and then almost got a nice shot off. As he picks up the puck alongside the half boards, he works it up to Sharp. Sharp leaves it for Farmer. Farmer just can't get there. Gets there on the second attempt. Puck's in the corner. Farmer picks it up, rims around the boards. Just no one there. Beaton was just coming on the ice from a change. Beaton's going to backhand it up to Sharp. Sharp's going to work it into the offensive zone. He's going to fire it around. Allaby gets at the point. His shot. Little knuckle puck caught by French. Held on to. And that's going to be a stoppage in play. .5:02 remaining in this game. Puck's taken, knocked back, and pass Allaby. Allaby's going to retreat back. He gives it over to Beaton. Beaton's going to throw it up for Farmer. Farmer just out of his reach. Sharp, however, good forecheck, and by Farmer, but puck still does come out. Allaby trying to fire it over to Gregorov. Second time, eventually gets there. Gregorov tries to deflect that in to the zone, not to be, as Allaby picks it back up at his own blue line, moves it back over to Beaton. Beaton tries to throw it up. That gets intercepted. Big hit there by Sharp. Sharp throws it over. Johnson picks it up. He just elects to dump it in. We're under fifth. We're just almost at 4 minutes left to play. Sorry. Stumbling over my words as Forget tries to get it up. Sharp moves up for Farmer. Can't quite get there. There's a battle right by the Spartans bench. Spartans come out with it. Hamilton was the one who won that battle. Farmer works in. His puck's knocked off his stick as he was trying to work across crease to Gregorev. Puck gets all the way knocked down back to the Harbour zone. Clark picks it up. Misses a couple checks. He moves it up. McCachran has it. McCachran works in. Shot. Pad save by French. Gregorev picks it up in the corner. He makes a defender miss. Short angle shot. You got to try anything against French. That's saved, but Harbour still has the puck. It's dropped back for McNeil. That's eventually cleared. Johnson has it by the blue line. He loses the puck in his feet. Clark picks it up in his own zone. Clark throws it behind the net. Muse is going to pick it up. McCachran. He takes a hit. He's making the play, though, but Spartans pick up the puck. Some physicality down in the Cole Harbour corner. Shot. Morrison makes a safe centering pass. Shot. Big save, Morrison. He holds on to it. 2:49 remaining. He hasn't been tested much today, but when he has made every save he needs to. He makes that one as well as someone is down. So we're just going to step away for a moment. We'll be back in just a second. The player is able to get up and off the ice, which is always a good thing. Wish him all the best. Hopefully he feels good. Feels better soon. So there's going to be a face-off in the Cole Harbour zone here. Pucks drop one back by the Spartans. They've been pretty decent on the face-offs here today as Farmer knocks it up to himself. So they've been strong on the face-offs, as you know, the possession and the shots might not suggest. They've been pretty strong there, and they've been also very strong defensively. And obviously, Emmett French has been lights out since he's come in. Farmer comes down there. Puck's knocked around. And Whiteway was solid as well in his period and a half of play. The puck's going to go back behind the Spartans' net. So, if this holds up, Cole Harbour's going to move to 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. Setting himself up pretty nicely for the medal rounds. Puck's bouncing around, and Weston will fall to 0-3, probably ending their weekend as the puck comes over, and Batica can't handle that one. Bowing for it in the corner, alongside the boards. Batica comes out with it. He passes down Farmer. Farmer short angle shot. Saved by French. And he adds a little flair to it at the end of it. And if you make all these saves, you can add as much flair as you want. And that is what Emmett French is doing. Puck drop, one back by Cole Harbour, minute 30 to go, 90 seconds left in this game. Winship loses the puck. Robertson going to go the other way. He's taken down, or separated from the puck, I should say, by Sharp. As Robertson picks up the puck, that will be an offside. As there was a delayed offside and touching the puck. So offside, we're going to get stoppage of play, minute 15 remaining in the game. 3-0 Cole Harbour still. Robertson picks up the puck off the face-off beat and separates him from the puck. Sharp moves it over. It's passed up to Winship. Winship's going to move in. Winship has a goal already. Forced wide and separated from the puck. We're in the last minute of play in the third period. Batica keeps the puck in. He gets hit. Stays with it. Just loses it in his feet. Beaten. Good pinch there. Eventually does come out. Sharp picks up the puck though. Sharp's going to pick it up in his own zone. Sharp behind his own net. He's going to cut towards the middle with some speed. He takes a player down, knocks the glove off as they try to hit him. A good reverse hit there. Sharp chips the puck up. Robertson can't hold it. It's knocked into the Spartan zone. 27 seconds left. So Cole Harbour will move to 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. Western falling to 0-3 on the weekend as Winship has a Winship shot. Big save by French. Batica makes Robertson miss. Chips in front. It's knocked away. Thrown away. And they're making some noise with 5 seconds left as Robertson makes a move. And that's how this game's going to end. 3-0 Cole Harbour. Cole Harbour ends the round robin on a strong note, but Emmett French, what a performance in relief from him. Not sure who will get the player of the games for either team, but we'll be back with those in just a minute. Player of the game for the Spartans, number 59, Alex McCarron. As he gets a couple kudos from his teammates there. Nice picture taken. Looks like maybe a puck bag as Player of the Game award. Matthew McEwen, player of the game for the Red Wings. Lots of taps from all the Spartans, from a couple of his teammates. So that concludes our coverage of this game here. Don't worry, plenty more to come for the rest of the day. Thank you again for joining.